Mortality.
Good evening, everyone who's not here yet, but that's okay. Future YouTube, future Twitch VOD viewers. Welcome to the Heisen Lab. I'm your curator for today's experiment, Heisenberg. Today, in theory, we will be finishing Devil May Cry 5's main story. We're at mission 19 out of 20. 2 boss fight missions left. Dante versus Virgil, and Nero versus Virgil. We gotta open up a couple cans of whoop ass for this boy. And I'm gonna do my best to do the super cool Royal Guard version for Dante. We'll see how well that goes. And then, so the plan for the evening, I think, is, and it'll depend on how shitty I'm playing today, but if I can get through these missions without too much trouble, I think I want to do kind of a complete moveset showcase, or as much as I can of a moveset showcase, for each of the characters for the rest of tonight. And then, depending on if anybody pops in later, viewer feedback on whether or not for tomorrow's stream we want to do some Bloody Palace runs, or and kind of see what's what with that, or get into our next game, a new game. So anyway, that's future us's problem. For now, I'm going to click start on mission 19, and we are going to take on Virgil. Dante revealed the truth to Nero. Virgil is his father, leaving the younger devil hunter in shock. Dante then went on alone to confront Virgil at the summit of the Clyfoth. Oh, we're there already. I don't need to customize anything, but I am going to. I'm just going to go in and reorder I don't like... Here we go, equipment. I want to edit this one. And then this, there we go. Put that at the end. And then do the same thing here on the guns. Empty that one. And go down to the end and put Faust there. I want it to look like that. Oh, fantastic. Well, we're just about to get started, Miss Jackie. I'm sorry your D&D canceled. But it's time to teach Virgil a lesson for what he did to me in our lunch game today. Mission 19, Virgil. Here we go. Royal Guard. It's in the tips. That's what we're going to use. We're going to try and be cool. We'll see how it goes. Probably not well. Yes, just the tips.
Hey, Virgil. Your portal opening days are over. Give me the Amano.
If you want it, then you'll have to take it.
Now I want you to look and listen to Virgil.
You already knew that.
And tell me he doesn't sound like Martin Sheen. And look like Martin Sheen.
Have we fought?
Hard to say. It's the only memory I have of us since we were kids.
I heard somebody say it, and now I can't unsee or unhear. It's Martin Sheen. Look at him. Alright, here we go. Oh, I don't want. I don't want. Oop. Ah. Ah! Okay, well that didn't work either. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of biff in there. Oh, for God's sake. And look at, did you see that damage? Look at that damage. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, God, I'm dizzy. Wake up, Dante. Did it work? Dead. Okay. Honestly, that wasn't a terrible start. Zero deaths. It's difficult, though. It's definitely difficult.
You're finished.
Come on, Virgil. Damn it.
Foolish. Is rushing your mind all you can do?
Ah, damn it. A freaking judgment cut.
Just about time to settle.
Ah.
That's right. Come on.
Big damage. That's bigger damage. Boom! Suck it, Virgil. Second try. I'll take that shit.
Nero, it's my son. Yeah, dumbass. You can't remember through that thick skull of yours?
Well, well. That was a long time ago.
I guess you were young once too. As much as I
Virgil had sex.
I think
That's
it's about
gross.
time
Ended this.
Who is that? Who could that possibly be? Mission complete. S rank. Oh man, I S that super hard. Yay. I did it good. I did it real good. Alright, moving on. Mission 20. True Power. It's Nero. And this is it. Final mission. He finally unlocks his devil trigger. If you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
Nero? Is that you, Nero? Did something happen?
Kyrie.
Well, Punk Lord, but yes.
When I was a kid, I was alone. You and Kratos were all I knew. And now all of a sudden I find out I have a family. What am I supposed to do with that?
You always know which path is right and which is wrong. There's no need to doubt yourself.
Thanks. I guess that's all I needed to hear. I have one last thing to take care of. Then I'm coming home.
Now we'll see how I do with this against Virgil this time. I might have to pause it and remap the controls if they fuck them up.
Kratos. To this day, I hate myself for not having enough strength. But this time is different. I swear!
Here comes Johnny Young Bosch.
I'm not letting you die!
And he gets his arm back. Yes?
This is curious.
Nero.
What form of power is this?
What the hell? This ends. Right here.
You tell him, Johnny.
Listen to me. I told you already. This is not your... You listen, deadweight. I won't let you kill each other. There are other ways of settling your differences. I'm putting a stop to this sibling rivalry.
You came all this way just for that.
Virgil. V. Whatever you call yourself. Dante's not gonna die here. And neither are you. Do you have a problem with that? Not gonna die my ass. That bitch slap nearly killed me.
If I beat Nero, then by default, I beat you. Agreed, Dante?
Whatever. I don't really care. I'm just gonna sit this one out.
All right.
When this is over, I'll make you submit. Father.
Why don't you want to love Dante? Dante is great. He's the best.
This has nothing to do with
Okay, hang on. Devil Bringer, Devil... Oh, they got it backwards. You'll have to excuse me for a second. Nope. Went too far. Controls. Devil Breaker... Nope. Devil Bringer is circle. Devil Trigger is square. Okay. Okay, we're ready to go.
Stand down.
Nothing to do with me. Fuck you. Take me seriously now. Nothing yet.
resistance or your strength.
Oh, fucking asshole!
Nope. Get out of here. You remember that move from DMC4? The screen clear super. So, obviously, I'm not supposed to have infinite devil trigger. That's not how it works. But they're, alright. Now we're trying to do the cool thing again. So here's the deal with Nero. Let's see if we can do it. Nope. Try again. Nope. Try again. Nope. We tried it. So, with Nero's Devil Bringer, his blue super arm, I can grab Virgil out of that charge and do like a super wrestling suplex to him. I was trying to be cool. You gotta do the cool stuff. We'll see if we can get it. Let's see if we'll do it this time. Okay.
This has nothing to do.
Seriously now?
Here we go. We'll see if we can get it this time.
Numbers won't do you any good.
Uh-oh.
Fucking asshole.
All right, here's our chance. Yeah, his design is really cool. All right, we can do this. Got him. Boom. We did it!
Interesting.
Oh, brother. You cut
We
off
did
your
it.
son's arm for more power, and you still lost.
I need more power.
Enough, damn it! The underworld is taking over. We need to do something before it's too late.
Yeah, zero-ish.
He's right. We need to close that portal. Hey, you lost, so you better do what he says.
I can still fight.
Oh, Virgil.
But if those roots continue to spread through town, it'll just interfere with our business.
No, that's the smartest thing I've ever heard you say. Better hurry up. We still got a score to settle.
Evidently.
Wait! Where are you going?
We need to sever the Clive-Fod roots from the underworld itself. Then we'll seal the portal with the Yamato.
Hang on. If you do that, you can't come back. Why do you think I'm going? Somebody's got to keep an eye on your old man. You can't just expect me to stay here while you both go. It's because you're here we can go. We're trusting you with things on this side. Capiche?
Make haste, Dante.
Yeah, I know.
But we just became a family.
Wait! Take care, Nero. Adios.
I won't lose next time. Hold on to that until then.
Thanks, Dad. Now he's gonna become a poetry edgelord just like V.
Idiots.
Yeah. But the good news is we're not quite done yet. We got some more cutscenes, and in fact, there's a couple more fights, which can trigger extra cutscenes if I do well enough. So we'll see we'll see how it goes.
Hooey! I'm still in freaking shock.
About what?
Duh. Your arm? Who the hell grows an arm back? It's just weird. It's like a lizard tail or something.
Look, I don't know, it just grew. I mean, you kidding me? Lots of weird stuff happened. There were demons and scary plant roots and arms growing back. Lots of stuff.
Do you know how much love and care I put in that devil breaker?
Nope. This arm? It's nice.
So, how's it feel?
How's what feel?
Saving the man who killed your own father. Heard Dante killed Virgil once.
I did.
It doesn't matter.
Or he did.
They're both gone now anyway.
It's okay to cry. If you want, Nero, over a loss.
I'm not crying.
It doesn't make you a crybaby. It does make you a little bitch, though.
There it is. You think I'm a
Oh,
demon?
Nico. You're so cool. With your van.
I didn't cry when my asshole daddy died. But... yeah, I know. I wouldn't be here without him. That's a biological fact.
Right.
All I'm saying is, tough guy, it's okay to cry if you want.
I'm
That was
not
bad.
crying.
Devil's cry.
I'm not gonna
Kitten's
cry.
cry.
Will you shut up? Will you
Puppies
stop
cry.
it? Look at you. You're nobody's
Cry
crying,
my
all
shoulder.
right? Stop
Devil,
saying
cry
cry.
my shoulder. I know you
You
wanna.
say cry again. Devil may cry. Fuck.
You said it.
Hey, kitty. Yeah, I'm coming home. Oh yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but I got a surprise for you.
Oh yeah, he's got a huge surprise.
You shut up! No, kitty, not you. Nico, you know, and her big mouth. What the hell's your problem? Where'd you learn to drive? Hey, sorry, I gotta call you later. It's time to get back to work.
Yeah. I'd be happy with if they ever do a Devil May Cry 6, I'd be happy with the majority of it being Nero and Nico while they figure out how to bring Dante and Virgil back.
Got an arm. You're good.
It's a prototype, and this is the perfect place to test it out. Look, you're gonna use it, and it's a work of art.
Gotcha.
And it ain't complete without you.
Well, how sweet.
Okay, I don't know how many I have to kill, but it's a lot, I think. So I'm gonna do my best.
You'll get fixed as soon as we get back.
Here we go.
Devil's cry, huh? Let's hear what that sounds like!
Yeah! Hideaki Itsuno is amazing at his job. Alright, here we go. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't kill enough. If you kill enough, Nico calls you cool instead of saying you can do better than that. Oh well, that's okay.
Guess that's the end then.
I thought I was doing okay.
So all we gotta do is cut this thing down.
That's right. I'm more than capable of handling this on my own.
You're gonna need some help. And someone to keep an eye on you.
Okay. So for this one, to trigger the extra thing, I have to kill more enemies than Virgil. Let's do it. I know, just not quite cool enough. I tried. I think it unlocks a costume is what it is. I don't remember though. Whew. Okay. Let's get in there.
Useless pests. They must be ready to die. Fine by me. Let's give them what they want.
Here we go. Boom! A tie. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Whatever. Ugh. That's stupid. Dadgummit. I'm pretty sure I can skip the... It's super worse. Man. Oh, good. At least it doesn't cut me out of this. A few weeks later. There's our girl lady. She's so cool. Lady's a badass.
No sign of them. Nothing.
Yeah.
Then can I have this office? Because I've been thinking it's almost time for me to settle down somewhere.
No, I don't think so. I rather quite like it.
Oh, I hate to spoil your dreams, ladies, but that shit ain't gonna happen.
What do you mean, Morrison?
See, there's this deed to this place, and I have it.
Why do you?
Clever little devil came to see me right before his last job. Said something like, "My dearest friend, I know you'll keep this safe, cause them crazy bitches." Did I say crazy bitches? I'm sorry, I meant ladies. Anyway, the rest of the story is not important.
No, Morrison.
I wonder if he even plans on coming back.
Got me.
What is important is I have a job for you too. Cause the rent ain't free.
Oh, good. I thought I got locked out of this cutscene because I didn't beat Virgil. They're still fighting, but it's a lot friendlier now.
Score for Dante. I'm up one.
When did you learn to count? We're even.
You know, I'm starting to think this is never gonna end.
Maybe. We got plenty of time.
The end. Oh, A rank. Womp womp. I was hoping for S, but that's okay. And that is the end of Devil May Cry 5. We completed it. And if I'm being honest, it went a little bit quicker than I expected. I thought I'd have more trouble with Virgil as Dante. New mode has been unlocked. Son of Sparta. That's a harder difficulty. Bloody Palace. Yay. Nero's demonic right arm has been restored. He can use both. Blah, blah. Now I can pick between Dante's swords. Nico's reports. Costume changes. Blah, blah. We did it. I'm not going into Son of Sparta. Fuck you. Okay. So, I talked about this at the beginning of the stream before anybody showed up. At least I don't think you were here for it. We're going to go into the Void with Nero, because we have more things to buy with Nero now that he's got his fancy arm. So, I was thinking for the rest of tonight's stream, another, I don't know, hour or so, I would do kind of like a charge shot. Yes, please. Charge shot 2. Yes, please. Devil Bringer Showdown. Yes, please. I was thinking I would do like a moveset showcase for each of the 3 characters in the Void or whatever, and then and if I run out, I mean, if that doesn't take that long, maybe do some try out Bloody Palace to see how bad it is, or how bad I am at it, I guess, and then tomorrow kind of put it out as like a poll, or not necessarily like an official poll, but see if you would rather watch me play more of DMC5, do Bloody Palace stuff, try and see how far we can get in Bloody Palace, or if you would be more interested in starting the next game on the list, so going to a new game. So just mull it over, and then for the rest of this evening, and then we'll figure out what we want to do. Because I'm down with either. Okay. So I picked out one of each of Nero's arms, robot arms. And, well, it's just, if you want to see, and look, now that look at that, everybody's hanging out in the van. Isn't that nice? It's just, if you're interested in just watching more, because it wouldn't be any cutscenes or anything, it would be pure combat. If you're interested in seeing another couple hours worth of combat in this game, for tomorrow, and then we'll start the new game next week, or if you'd rather jump to the new game and see what that is. I mean, I'm actually already like halfway through with it, but I mean, there's still about half of it left. It's kind of a side-scroll beat-em-up-ish type game with hand-drawn sprite art. Everything looks fantastic. I think I need to go in. I'm going to go into player settings. Off. No, I don't want to do that. Swap between. Yeah, that's fine. Enemy damage on, and we're going to beat up a riot. Okay, so now it's going to reset. So we'll start with Nero. So Nero's big thing is, unlike Dante, who has 4 of each type of weapon, Nero has 1. He has the Red Queen, which is this sword, and he has the Blue Rose, which is that gun right there. That's all he's got. But his sword is special in that it has a mechanic that is called Exceed. And Exceed is the revving part of it. Hold on. Start move demo. Put that in there. And that is, you push L2, and you can manually rev up your sword, which adds damage, and actually it makes it swing faster as well. So you can manually do it like that, or I'll just use it, and then each swing will use a charge. Or if you time it right, you can hit it right after you swing, and you'll hear that noise, and it will restore a charge for you. And if you do it absolutely perfectly, it will fill it up all the way, like I just did by accident there. So when you're playing with Nero, that is his primary kind of like skill mechanic. Getting better with Nero means getting better at doing the Exceed timing. And the other cool thing about Exceed is that it changes your moves, some of them. So I'm gonna take that out, and I'm gonna do the usual launcher. So you lock on, you hold back on the stick, and then you attack with your sword, which is triangle, and you do that. And if you hold it, you go up into the air with them. But if you are exceeded and you do that, it does this. And it does the same thing on his stinger, or his rushdown move, which is, oh shit, hold on. So this is his, it's called Streak. You lock on to the target, which for me is L1, forward and triangle, and you dash toward them and you do a swing. If you are fully exceeded, you charge it up, and you add in spins. So that's his thing. So basically what you're doing is you want to learn the timing. Oh. Okay, that's fine. He died. So there you go. So here are, Nero has 4 basic combos. He's got a 4-hit combo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back here. And then basically the way that you switch between, do the different combos, and this works for Dante and V as well, actually, is instead of just mashing 2, 3, 4, you will put in a delay. So you do 1, wait for a second, and then you just mash it. And he does the Angry Man. He does the Angry Man one. I'm going to turn damage off, actually, because I don't think I want him dying. Because we're just showcasing moves here. So that's his second combo. Is you hit once, and then you wait a second, and then you start mashing it. Mashing it. So his third combo is you do the same thing, but you delay after the second hit. So 1, 2, delay. And he does the spin one. I really like that one a lot. That's a good one. And then, so that's his third combo. His fourth combo is you delay after the third hit. 1, 2, 3. And he does a two-handed slam instead of... So then, yeah, you have your launcher. And then when you're in the air, you have 1, 2, 3. Or, just like on the ground, you can launch. 1, 2, delay for a second, and he'll do the spin. So that's a cool one. He has... That helps keep your air time. So, you can... If you hold down triangle in between swings, you charge up that big leaping slash, which is awesome. And then he has 3 more air combos. So you got your normal 1, 2, 3. You got 1, 2, and up. And then you have your... You can slam down like that, which is back and attack in the air. And then with forward and attack, he does that dive. And then this one is a trickier one. But if you're in the air and you're holding L1, which is lock on, and you move the stick back then forward and hit attack, you get this. And like an aerial dash. And you can do it on the ground. So for the ground, you're locked on, back forward triangle, he jumps back and moves forward with a swing. It's really good for if you provoke an enemy attack and then they go to do their attack and you dash backwards so they miss and you come in and hit. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it for the Red Queen. So for the Blue Rose, you just have a shot. You can charge it up. And now that I have the Devil Bringer, you can see it's starting to glow blue. And it is now charged up. And it plants like a proximity mine on him. And you've got your charge shot like that does extra damage.
Let's see. Which one was play?
Oh, it's... You get used to it a little... Stop. What are you doing? You get used to it a little bit. And then the more you play, you just kind of keep it straight. So then in Devil Trigger, you can see there's an extra, like his wings do extra like little secondary hits, which is super cool. You can hit circle to do, you can use that to do a throw. Like this. And that's cool. I'm going to build up the DT again. There's some moves I still don't have. Trying to build up my Devil Trigger again, the purple gauge. Okay, so now that we're in Devil Trigger, before I do this move, I'm gonna check and make sure that I know what it is. Devil Trigger, Snatch, Dual Snatch, Hellbound, yeah, blah, Devil Buster. Oh yeah, you can hold. Okay, so we'll do the hold. Where is it? Bringer Knuckle. I'll try and demonstrate Bringer Knuckle. Showdown. Okay, it's forward. And R2. Got it. Okay, so. Alright, I'm gonna try it again. You can see that punch. What that punch does is whenever you would knock someone away, let's see if I can try it. There you go, because normally, oh, get up. Normally, the streak knocks someone away. But if you time that right, you hit them with your punch right here, and it stops them from getting knocked away. So that's a huge mechanical thing. But the last move that I bought with Nero in his Devil Trigger is a super combo, and I'm going to try and do it right now. It's not working. Do it! Okay, he didn't do it. Was I doing it wrong? Showdown. L1, forward, triangle R2. Well, I was trying. Alright, we gotta try it. I gotta get to it. Okay, so we got it back. Let's see if we can do it this time. So, we're gonna pop it. Oh, I got it. Here we go. That combo, obviously, is super badass. And that, I'm pretty sure, is basically all of Nero's normal moves. All of the rest of his moves that I'm about to show off are centered around his different arms. That's why I grabbed one of each. The only arm I didn't grab is his arm called the Buster Arm, because the Buster Arm just does this grab. It's stronger than this version, but that's all it does. So I decided not to do that. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. It's a good way to end your your Devil Trigger right when the meter's about to run out. If you can manage to pop that, and it just melts people. Okay, so Nero's first arm that we got in the game was called Overture, and Overture is a defensive arm. It can parry. It can, I think it can reflect things back, but it also does damage. So, Overture's one move, which is, I have it mapped to R2, is this big electric hand right here. The cool thing about the electric hand is that get back here. It will change what way it's aimed. Hey, Brian. You, unfortunately, missed me beat Virgil twice. Once as Dante and once as Nero. And now I am in the... Oh, shit. Hang on. Oh, sorry about that. I forgot I left the we left the tape measure on the ground. The Roomba turned on and was trying to suck up the tape measure. So I took care of that. Okay. So welcome, Brian. Thanks for joining. You missed me beat Virgil twice. Once as Dante, once as It's fine. I got it taken care of. Once as Dante, once as Nero. We failed both credit sequence battle challenges, so that sucks. But right now, I'm doing basically a move showcase for each of the characters. I started with Nero. I went through all of his combos and like the exceed mechanic and all that stuff, which I can go back through really quick if you want, since you missed it. I'm on his arms, his robot arms now. Or if you wanted to check the VOD later, or when it goes up on YouTube, whatever, for the first part. Oh, you've been keeping up? Were you here the whole time? Now I'm going to wait a second for the delay, for the chat delay. Oh, okay. Okay, well then I'll just keep going. Okay, I'll keep going through Nero and his arms. Nero is cool. He's really cool. Especially after you beat the game and you unlock his devil trigger and stuff. Okay, so. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I forgot to go over taunting. So, a big part of people who are good at this game, keeping your style rating up, is taunting. So while you're beating on these dudes, you hit the touchpad and you taunt them, and then they get angry, and your style goes up. All right, so we got some devil trigger. I'm gonna try and do the showdown move again. I don't want to pop him with the DT explosion though. Here we go. And there you go. Yes, they have multiple taunts. So you have an air taunt, which serves as another jump. So Nero has 3 jumps. 1, 2, 3. And when you have Gerbera, which is the next arm I'm going to show off, you have infinity jumps. And you can also exceed. You can rev your sword at the right time on the air taunt. So that's pretty rad. But anyway, I forgot to show off one more move with his devil arm. If you hold down the grab button, the throw, if you hold, so circle for me is the throw. If you hold it, you just walk around with a holding them, and they're a shield. And then when you let go, he does the throw. And then you let go. So that's super cool. All right, come back here. Okay, I forgot to show that off. So that's Nero. The first arm you get in the game is Overture. It does that. It's a lot of damage. The other thing that's cool about it is if the enemy is below you, it will hit down and bounce them up. Or if the enemy is above you, it will hit up and pop them up. That is Overture. It is universally useful. There are other arms that are cooler and do neater things. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. But Overture, there's always a place for Overture. Now, you have your normal attack, or your normal arm ability, and you have, in the game it's called a Break Age. It's a stupid name. It's a super. So if instead of just tapping the button, you hold it down, you build the power up, you get this flash, and with Overture, you plant a bomb inside the enemy that you can just wait to explode or shoot it for big explosion. That is Overture. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, break age 2 words. No, it's 2 words. I'm pretty sure it's 2 words. It's not going to list in here, I don't think. Yeah, see? Break age, 2 words. Hold and then release when the right arm sparks. And then down here we go through all the stuff. So that's yeah. That's Overture. This is Gerbera. Gerbera's specialty is movement. So if you are standing still and you hit the button, it does one of these. It's kind of similar to Overture. It can stop enemies in their tracks. It does some damage. But if you're moving while you hit the button, you do this. And that goes on forever. So, if there's a platforming challenge, you get to do this shit. And air taunt. 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 And you get to stay in the air until you don't want to stay in the air anymore. Gerbera is a good defensive arm. Doing it there, and then you can, and yes, it takes the enemies with you. Well, I wasn't Nero. I had to do it with Dante for that because it would be too easy for Nero. It was, yes. So that's Gerbera's main function, movement. Gerbera has 2 different supers. One in the air and one on the ground. I think, hold on, let me, I'm going to turn on Unlimited Devil Breakers so that I can show you guys both. Oh, shit. Okay, we already saw that. So, Gerbera, on the ground, you hold it, and then when you release, laser beam. Ah, shit. Did I not do it? Does not apply. Oh, when they take damage. Oops. I goofed it. Okay, then here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and reset. We're going to flip this back to off. We're going to try and reset. I don't like that one as much because you have to manually aim it. And if you get hit at any time when you're using this or doing your super, the arm breaks. So, on the ground is a laser beam. In the air, which I like better, is like bouncy lasers that just go all the way around and knock people around and stuff. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Gerbera is a good arm. Yeah, bouncing betties. Now, Punchline. Punchline's normal attack is this. What that does is it basically staggers an enemy. Bouncing betties is Ratchet and Clank. But there's lots of lasers like that. So Punchline is good for locking an enemy down. So that just stuns whatever enemy you're at. So you can go after other people if you want. Punchline, if you hold the button when it comes back, you can ride it. So you can do that, and there is a, I don't know if you remember the Tony Hawk style blue orb thing. Now he does, yes. When you unlock your devil trigger, he grows his arm back. So now I have a normal arm under there. Yes. So there's Punchline. Punchline, its super is this. A giant uppercut. Falcon Punch, baby. Yes, he grows back his arm with the power of family. And that's Punchline. Punchline is really good. All of these arms are good. Helter Skelter is next. It looks like a drill, because that's what it is. It's a 3-hit drill combo. You just mash it. What Helter Skelter is meant for is enemies that guard. So there are some people with shields. It's really good against breaking shields, all that kind of stuff. There's your Helter Skelter. That's its only move. So its super is this. A tornado of drilling. That's Helter Skelter. Not my favorite arm, but it definitely has its... Yes, but it has its uses. And then there's Tomboy. Tomboy is a buff for your weapon and your gun. It is permanent. You toggle it on and off. While it is on, you lose all of Nero's combos. You have one combo, and it's just this. That is Nero's Tomboy combo. Or, nope, wrong button. Back out. I don't want to do that. Okay. Or, turn that off. If you're holding the lock-on button, he goes into the air. And then once he's in the air, you've got that and that. That's all Tomboy is for your sword. It is just basically exceed level 4 instead of level 3. For your gun, you hold it down and you get one of these. And that's Tomboy. You have to manually aim, but you get... It's designed basically for bosses, essentially. And exactly, you stay on target, and it's a toggle. So while I have this turned on, if I get hit at any point, the arm breaks. Right? So its super is essentially, you keep it no matter what. You get like 30 seconds, and you can get hit as many times as you want, and the arm won't break. But once it's done, once your time is up, the arm breaks. There it goes. Oh yeah, it's a hand cannon. So that's Tomboy. Next up is Rawhide. Rawhide is a whip. That is the wrong button. And it has its own combo. You have two combos. You have mash the button. You got that. And you have delay. It will deflect enemy projectiles. It obviously does damage. The other thing Rawhide does is it makes if you're using your arm to pull people, or your robot arm to pull people instead of your devil arm, now that I can do both, it makes your pull stronger. Because normally big enemies you can't pull towards you. You can pull bigger enemies towards you with Rawhide. And it's got the air combo as well. That's Rawhide, normal. You charge it up, and you get one of these. Nice little throw. And the last arm Nero has is Ragtime. Ragtime is... Ragtime is like Quicksilver from DMC3. If you hit the button, you throw out a sphere. Everything in that sphere is slowed down. Enemy projectiles, your projectiles, people moving. I don't find the normal Ragtime that to be particularly useful. At least I'm not very good with it. So you got your slow down your time. You charge it up, however, and it takes a while to charge. But the super for Ragtime is great because it slows everything. Yeah. It's just, it doesn't last that long. I think my problem is I feel like it lasts longer than it does. And then when you run out of arms now, you just have your regular arm. But you can still use the robot grapple. So there you go. And that is all of Nero's moves. And we'll leave... I'm going to do one more showdown. Oh, the pasta arm sucks. That's a DLC arm. Oh my god. Alright, hang on. Let me get I'll get the stupid DLC arms too. Hang on. You idiot. It's useless. I'll grab it, though. I'll grab it. Nero. No, it's okay. I'll show you what it is. Just give me a second. Okay. Let's go to customize. There are four DLC ones. Pasta Breaker, Gerbera GPO1, which is a variant of Gerbera, Sweet Surrender, and the Mega Buster. Okay. Yes, lemons. All right. We will start. Okay. So, what Pasta Breaker does is allow you to switch the order of the arms that come next. It shoots towards the enemy, kind of like Punchline, but if you watch the next arm in line, it's going to cycle. That's what Pasta Breaker does. That's it. Now, the only difference between this Gerbera and regular Gerbera is regular Gerbera, when you're standing and not moving, hits forward, like a shockwave forward. This Gerbera pops you up into the air. Everything else is the same.
Got a little something for you.
It's just situational. Sweet Surrender is a very slow, constant heal. You pop the button, and it does this. The lore behind this is that it is a massage arm built for Nero to use on his girlfriend Kyrie because his other hands were too rough. And so it is a toggle. It's a very slow heal while it's running, but if you get hit while it's running, it breaks. You charge it up, and that is a burst heal. It's a big heal. And then it breaks. I don't like it. Mega Buster is Mega Man. It shoots Mega Man bullets and will automatically charge for the bigger one. The other neat thing about this arm is that it changes Nero's jump to be the Mega Man jump. This is Mega Man's jump. It also changes Nero's dodge to be Mega Man's slide. And its charge is just a big one of those. That's it. And that is the entirety of Nero's moveset that I have right now. Do it. Nah, I was trying to do it. I was trying to do the thing. And that is all for Nero. Next up is V. We'll save Dante for last because he has so much stuff. It is ridiculous. V is simpler. Comparatively. Okay. There ain't nothing to customize with V. Or Dante, for that matter. I was really just picking arms for Nero. Okay. So, actually, I'll tell you what. Before we get started running through V's moves, I'm going to make a quick bathroom break. And I think Goober needs to go outside too. So I'm going to let her out to pee, and I'm going to go to the bathroom along with her, and I will be right back. Couple seconds, guys. Come on, Goober. Okay. Oh, for God's sake. Now she's out barking at something. Hold on, let me bring her back inside. Okay, now we're back for real. Okay. So, before we do anything with V, I'm going to go into this. And I'm going to turn Recover Devil Trigger Gauge on. Because it will help make demonstrating Nightmare's moves a lot easier. Thank you. Okay. So, we're going to start with V, and we're going to start with Griffin, who is the gun. Here's the bird. So, I have it mapped to R1. I have all guns mapped to R1 because it allows me to charge up the shots while I still do melee attacks. So, you have shoot. Easy. If you hold the button, he'll charge up to 3 levels, and he does one of those. That attack is really good. So that's a big attack right there. You lock on and forward and R1, so the stinger input is that dive attack. The other thing to remember with V is all of your directional inputs for your commands are based off the direction V is facing, not the way Griffin is facing. So, there you go. And then you charge it up a little bit. He's got the flash. There's level 1. There's level 2. 1, 2, 3. There's level 3. And there you go. You've got your dive attack. Now, if you're locked on and you hold back, you can charge this for 3 levels as well. It's a big AoE bomb with a little delayed hit. Like that. Okay? He's only got one more move. Griffin only has one more move. And you're locked on. And just like Nero with some of his... they're called Shuffle. Or the move is called Shuffle. But his... you're locked on. You move the stick back and forward. Back then forward, and you can hold it. There are 3 levels of charge. Oh, I only have 2 at the moment. I think I need to buy the 3rd one. And he will do this. A double lightning. And when I unlock level 3, it will be a 3rd level. Double check. This move obviously is extremely powerful. That is all of Griffin's moves. In general, because V is so complicated, because you're controlling sometimes 4 things on the screen at once if you've got Nightmare out, he doesn't have as much moves.
This will sting a little.
But there you go. So that's Griffin. Next up is Shadow, the cat. He has 3 combos and some other special moves. So his first combo is no delays. That right there. It's pretty standard. His second combo is if you pause after the first hit. So you do 1 and then a delay. And that chomp is extremely powerful. That's a big chomp. Shadow's last combo is you delay after the second hit. So 1, 2, and then you mash. And there you go. That's all of Shadow's combos. Lock on and forward does this. It is his stinger. His rush down. Lock on and back is that launcher. And he has a special air combo for when enemies are in the air. I'll see if I can get him to do it. And he sends the spikes up at him if they're up in the air like that. And if you hold the button, he will rise up with the enemy, and then his attack in the air is the wheel right there. And if you hold forward while he's in the air and you do the attack... Oops. I'm messing it up. I can't see, V. Get out of the way. He will dive forward like that. So just like you could hold down Griffin's button to do his charge, Shadow has a charge. Oh yeah. Shadow has a hold down the button thing too, and it's this. So you hold down triangle, and then you see that little flash, and he does that number. Which is nutso. Shadow's last move is a back forward input, just like Griffin. So back forward triangle. He sends out a giant spike. Now here's the cool thing about the spike. I can walk on the spike. Yeah, Shadow is really cool. And I can stand on the spike. Like so. In fact, there's a secret mission where you have to jump on top of Shadow's spike and run to the end to get to jump wherever you need to go. So, all that's left... Oh, right. There's one more thing. If you hold down L2, which you can see it lights up when I press it. If you hold down L2 and you hit either triangle or R1, you can charge them up, and they will basically go on autopilot and go nuts. And you don't have to worry about anything. They'll just attack by themselves. As you can see, I'm pressing nothing. They're just taking care of it.
Retreat. Come back.
And R2, you'll read your book.
Hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour.
And that will build your DT meter if you're in battle. Now, there's only one... Let me make sure I'm doing this right. There's only one more guy left to show. And that is... press... Oh. Square and circle. I don't like that. Or X in the air near... Okay. There's only one guy left to show, and that's Nightmare.
I have to keep going.
Uh-oh. Low battery. So, you can ride Nightmare. Nightmare has combos. Like that. In fact, I have more. Where's his other combo? Okay, so you delay after the second. So that's one. And then there's 1, 2... Oh, I didn't get it. There we go. And a spin. Combo B. Look at him go. Isn't that cute? Now lock on. Forward. I've actually never ridden Nightmare ever, so I don't even know what the moves are. L1 forward. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought I was doing. So forward, and C does his laser. Oh, he's gone. Don't worry, he'll get back. He'll come back.
Awaken now. Slam it down.
So if you hit circle in the air, he will do a big jump slam, like so. And then you have back forward. I thought. Why are you doing it? Am I doing it wrong? Nightmare is really difficult to control. Or forward twice. Okay, let's try forward twice. Yeah, Nightmare is really cool. So I'm missing one of his moves because it's expensive. So you got this teleport. And the move that I'm missing is a giant fuck-off laser that starts immediately after this teleport.
Nightmare or death, or both.
So now he's on his own. So the other thing V has is his cane. The cane is how you kill demons. And you can manually do it, you can lock on, and it will poof you over there. And the other move that I don't have is you jump, you rotate, you do a rotate, and then you hit circle. And it basically rains down canes and kills everything within a radius or whatever. And that's all these moves. He has... Hey, go down. Go down. V has the smallest move set because he's the most complicated character to control. Because you've got two things happening at once. Sometimes 3 if Nightmare's out. Not to mention, everything is delayed.
At your pleasure. No escape.
Sassy!
Come on.
But that's V. And that is all of V's moves. I don't want skill list. I'm doing it wrong. And so now, we move on to the most complicated and strong, powerful action game character ever. And it is the Devil May Cry 5 version of Dante. This is the strongest anyone has ever been. Goober, where'd you go? Oh, there you go. Do you want to go back in there? Oh, yes. 100%. Now, kind of, but Dante absorbed the old god and became a new god. In this game. Now, when Bayonetta 3 comes out, it is entirely possible that she will resurpass Dante. But for now, I'm going to switch back to regular. No, I'm not, because Cavalier R has one special move that the other one doesn't. And, you know, it's not even really worth showing off either Rebellion or Sparta, because all of their moves are included in Devil Sword Dante, and then some. So, you know, we'll just stick with Devil Sword Dante. And then I'm going to show off everything I have. I don't have everything. I'm missing... Specifically, I'm missing some stuff for Sin Devil Trigger, which is his Super Devil Trigger. Which I tell you what, here we'll do this. Since I can't actually show them off, we'll try it out. Just so you can see, so you guys can see what it's like before we get to the meat and potatoes of the most complicated action. Like, you thought Nero's stuff was confusing and hard to keep track of. Dante is fucking insane. Okay, so you hold square. Well, for me, it's square. You hold Devil Trigger to charge your Sin Devil Trigger, which is that red bar. And then you hold it again, so it's charged up, and you morph. So this move, which I don't have, is Demolition. You hold it. That is an instant kill. 100% instant kill. It's nonsense. I'm going to keep the loose, or the luce, the light. As you can see, it's a laser storm right here. We'll just go in so you can see it. And then so you go into your Sin Devil Trigger, hit R2, And there you go. And it is just a laser barrage. Also incredibly powerful. And then the only other move I'm missing for Sin Devil Trigger is something called Quadruple S. Now, I'm not going to hit try. I'm just going to kind of verbally explain what it is, because I'm not good enough. So you can kind of read from the thing. If you have a full Sin Devil Trigger gauge, and you, through normal combat, reach Triple S style ranking, what Quadruple S does is it allows you to transform into Sin Devil Trigger, do one combo, and then hit the button to transform back out, and it's free. The meter doesn't decrease. So if you stay at Triple S and you're styling and you're basically playing perfectly, you get free Sin Devil Trigger to ad infinitum. Pop in, do your combo, pop out. Keep styling, build it back up, pop in, do your combo, pop out. And the regular combo, which isn't on here, is extremely powerful. And this is why I'm talking about Dante being the strongest action game character in the history of the world. The new stuff that he gains in this game is above and beyond anything ever before. So, let's get started. We're going to go through the style Trickster, and we're going to go through Trickster and Royal Guard first. Then we're going to go through Gunslinger, all the guns. And then we're going to go through Swordmaster, because that's where most of the moves are. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to charge up my SDT gauge here, just like so. So that at the end, when it's time to do his SDT moves, we're there. Okay, so first up, Trickster. Basic style. It's great for defense. This dash, anytime that there's that blur on the screen, you are invincible. 100% invincible. So, it's a very good style for beginners, which I basically am a beginner as well, because it allows you to not get hit. Someone's taking a swing at you, dash out. Dash, dash. It works in the air. You have an air dash here. You've got 3 ground dashes. This is all fully upgraded, or fully leveled up, mind you. So, more dashes. You have what's called Mustang. So, if you dash into an enemy and hit the button again, circle, you will jump up. That works in the air as well. It is all about mobility. It is kind of like it is the overture of Dante's moveset. It is something that you don't always have to be using, but it always is useful, because these dodges mean you don't get hit. If you don't get hit, your style doesn't go down. That's Trickster. So, for the most part. And then you also have, if you're locked onto an enemy and you hit forward and circle, teleport. You're invincible during the teleport. It's not infinite range, but it's the range of 2 dashes. So that's really good for if you need to back out, right? For some kind of big explosion. And then you can get back in. The last Trickster move he has is called Ground Trick. Nope. Why isn't it working? Am I doing it wrong? Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I thought I had... Did I not buy Trickster? No, I have Trickster. Skystar, Flipper. Oh yeah, if you get hit, you can hit circle to automatically rebound. Mustang, Air Trick, Ground Trick. Oh, back to forward. That's why. I wasn't inputting the move right. So you have... That's called Air Trick. That's Ground Trick. So if you're in the air and you need to not be in the air anymore, that's what you do. Ground Trick. Trickster. Next up is Royal Guard. To properly demonstrate Royal Guard, we're going to turn enemy actions on. Royal Guard is a defensive style. It gives you a parry. There you go. If you time it right, I haven't done it yet, but if you time it right, there's a special... There you go. You can hear a larger clang. Ouch. Like that. And it builds up more your meter. You can see I'm building up my Royal Guard gauge there. And that's just pressing circle. It works in the air and on the ground. So, once you've built up your meter, you have that. It's called a release. I missed that time. And it expends your meter, does huge damage, and you can also time that perfectly. Much like the guard. Like that. And it does even more damage. And as you can see, my style is already up to A. So it's a huge style boost. The last move... Do you need full? I wonder if it's also back to forward. So the last move is called Royal Revenge. Air block, blah, blah, blah. Royal Revenge. While on the ground, use one stock. Okay. So... Let me build up one pip here. There we go. So there's your royal... So... It is an automatic counter that will immediately block and return like one set of hits. I'm not very good with Royal Guard, and I don't really find it that useful to begin with. So, oops. I don't use it. Well, I've never used it. But that's Royal Guard. Okay. Now, Gunslinger. Let's charge up Sin DT. Now let's get to the real moves. First set of guns in the game, Ebony and Ivory. When you're not in Gunslinger, alternating fire, just like always. In Gunslinger. So the first thing you'll notice is that... Oh, well, here, let me go back. You can also hold down the shoot button to charge your guns. Like so. They'll run out. Switch to Gunslinger. Ebony and Ivory charge automatically. That's huge. What they've also done is rather than shoot button alternating between the two, your regular shoot button just shoots Ivory. And it's not Oh yeah, his hands are on fire. So, quick burst shot, low damage, not a lot of stagger. That's your usual shoot button. And they charge separately. You can see my ivory charge runs out. My ebony charge is still here. Now in Gunslinger, in Trickster and Royal Guard, circle was dash or parry. In Gunslinger, circle is your style action. Circle shoots ebony, excuse me. Big shot, lots of stagger, big damage. So you have burst, big shot. With ebony and ivory, you get rainstorm, which is this. Circle in the air. One of those. You also get twosome time, which is you mash, you hold down R1, and you can mash circle. Exactly, or stagger. Or you can hold down circle. So once you start by mashing both R1 and circle to get started shooting. And then you can either switch to holding L1. Oh, sorry. You can either switch to holding shoot and mashing. Damn it. To move ebony around. Or damn it, I can't do it. Where you hold down circle and mash R1 to move ivory around. Twosome time. So you can shoot in two directions at once. The last thing is honeycomb fire, which I don't actually know what the, where is it? Back to forward. Okay. Got it. The last one is honeycomb fire, which is you lock on, back to forward, circle.
Let's go.
Big damage. And it builds your style a lot too.
It's your lucky.
Honeycomb fire. And that is Ebony and Ivory Gunslinger. Next up, Coyote A. You got your regular shot, which you can charge. Like so. Let me get over to him. Circle is fireworks. Works in the air and on the ground. You get, let me turn away from him. It's called backslide. Lock on back. Nope. There you go, backslide. So if somebody's coming up behind you, you just give them a little tap tap. Like so. Send them backwards. Lock on forward and style button is Gunstinger. So charge in, give them a big shot. The other thing you can do is you can cancel your stinger into something like that. Or the side. Forward. Oh, Demon Souls 24, thanks for the follow, man. And you can go backwards, or forwards, or to the side. So that's kind of cool. I'll be honest, I haven't really used it that much, but it's neat. That's your shotgun. Okay, next up, double Kalina Ann. Alternating rockets. That's pretty self-explanatory. Let me get closer to him. You've got, if you could hold it down, the charge version there is a big-ass laser beam. So that's pretty good. Also in the air. Now time for the style button. Regular style. Mega rockets. Style in the air is shoot down. Then you have back. Big AoE on either side of you. Like so. And then your forward in style is that. The lady never did that. There's your Kalina Ann. Final gun. Oh, look at him. I didn't know this was his idle pose when you're wearing Faust. Dr. Faust. Gay cowboy Dante. I am using my own red orbs to do this. That was 16,000. Now, the thing that you do with Faust is you throw the hat at an enemy. Look, now he's a cowboy, just like me. And now, as long as the hat's on him, while you're hitting enemies, the red orbs just fall out. So that's pretty cool. What are the other moves, though? I don't know a lot about Faust either. Hold on, let me look up some of these moves that I've got right here. Forward. Right. And so, if you time it right, when you catch the hat, you hit R1, you hit the shoot button again, and it will bring enemies to you. So you can just throw it to them, and then, or, when you catch it, you'll yank them in. And they just drop the orbs. So, and that's basically it as far as normal moves, non-gunslinger. Well, that's not true. So the other thing you can do, so that was lock on forward, puts the hat on. Lock on and back, puts a shield around you. This will block hits, and then you shoot again. Or not shoot again. You hit back again. Back once. Back again to shoot all of them at the enemy. So there's that. Now, there is his gunslinger moves, the style moves. So, circle with Faust in Gunslinger. Does that. Now, what this does is every enemy that the hat hits during its revolution here gets the hat put on it. And you can do the yank just like before. So, if you're surrounded, that puts it on the group. And then you have forward and circle, which is this. Raining meteors of red orbs, and it is chargeable. Obviously, that will take care of a lot of problems. And finally, a back and circle, which conjures a little buddy, a little floating buddy to shoot for you. Look at him. That is Faust. Dr. Faust, I am definitely not good enough to use. I need to work on not getting hit. But he does make you look pretty freaking cool. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, best Dante. So, now that we've gone through Dante's guns, it is time to go through his weapons. We're going to save this sword, Devil Sword Dante, for last. So first, because it is the greatest weapon he's ever had. So we're going to start with Balrog. Balrog is this game's punch kick weapon. It is gauntlets and greaves. You start out with it in punch mode. So, in punch mode, he only has one combo. It is punch. When you land 10 hits, you light on fire. This gains you access to more damage, and it also gains you access to extra moves. So, punch. If you hold down triangle, you go into this, which is a dodge state. The entire time the blur is on screen, you are invincible. So, you hold down the button, somebody comes at you with an attack, you dodge out of the way. And you dodge out of the way. And you dodge out of the way. Now, if in the middle of your dodge you hit punch, you get one of these. And you come out. And you give them a kidney blow, which knocks them down. Boom. Like so. That's called welter move. That's his punch. That's normal punch. So, you have stinger input, so lock on, forward, and triangle is a jump in punch. If you hit it again, if you hit triangle twice, so you go punch, punch, you get an uppercut. Like that. Now, I'm not going to do back and triangle yet, because that is the input that switches between punches and kicks. So before we do that, we're going to do his air stuff. So in the air... Oh yeah, and by the way, that jump has damage. You can see the damage ticking up as I jump. So that's pretty radical. In the air... 1, 2, 3. And so that is his... This is non-Swordmaster. This is universal Balrog moveset in punch mode. So, let's get Ignition back up. Normal style button. Cyclone Punch. Okay. Forward in style. Oh yeah, in the air, your style button is a slam down. So if you knock them up, punch, slam. That's pretty common right there. So you've got your Cyclone Punch. You have forward and circle, which you can mash for a huge uppercut. Rising Dragon. And you have your back and style, your back circle, which is only available. I did see back and circle. That's not it. You have to have Ignition on. So you get 10 punches, turns on Ignition. And then back and circle does what is called Real Impact. And it is a ginormous uppercut. Yes. So, now, locked on, L1 for me. Locked on, back and triangle. Switches. Now we're in kick mode. And you can see his boots. If in punch mode, he's got the shoulder pads. In kick mode, his boots are bigger. So, kick mode. Instead of landing hits to charge your Ignition, you hold down the button. And you do this little dance here. Now you're in Ignition mode. And all those little... You got little hits on it. So, you have 2 combos. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. And you have 1, 2, delay. And you got that kick combo. So there's kick combo number 2. In the air, you have dive kick. I'm gonna turn, let me get Ignition mode back on. Your stinger input, so your lock-on forward triangle, is this, an upper kick. It is a launcher. Because remember, back, usually lock-on and back is your launcher, but that's style switch. So forward is your launcher. And that is all of his universal kick mode moves. So, let me get into Ignition for a second. Regular style, breakdance. Style in the air, so circle in the air, double kick. It's pretty good. Alright, we're going to do heat up again. So, back in style is cartwheel kick. Does damage and gets you out of situations. And the final move, so in punch mode, you have to be in Ignition to get Real Impact. In kick mode, you have to be in Ignition to get what's called Pyromania, which is lock on, forward, and circle. And it is this mega combo right here. That's Pyromania. And that's Balrog. Balrog is really, really good. Next up, Cavalier. The motorcycle buzzsaws. So, Cavalier, you have basically 2 combos. You have this. And if you have to time it right. So when it's sparking and flashing, you hit it again. There you go. 3-hit combo. In the air. Oh, hold on. No, that didn't do it. Ah, shoot. I want to launch him into the air. I missed. 1, 2. Air combo. Your stinger input, so lock on forward triangle, is that. Lock on back and triangle I don't have. But you stand in place and you just twirl the saws around. And then lock on back forward. Lock on back forward is your stinger. So back forward triangle. You rush forward and you do that number. In the air, back and triangle in the air brings them up. Forward and triangle in the air brings you down. Like that. Now, for style, so circle, regular circle combo is this, and then you spin it around, and then you spin everything around. And the cool thing is that the circle and triangle combos are interchangeable. So you do triangle, triangle, circle, and you end with the last hit of the circle combo. And likewise, circle, circle, triangle, you end with the last hit of the triangle combo. In the air, circle, circle, circle. And, okay, so there's 3 more moves with Cavalier, and it's the lock on forward circle, which is that. Full throttle is what it's called. Lock on back and circle is the launcher, like that. We'll hit him. Brings him up in the air. And then the red version, right here, which is Cavalier R, has a special move that is back forward circle. And it's an instant jump. And that is Cavalier's moves. It is slow and powerful. Very powerful. And you get hyper armor, so you can't get staggered out of attacks as easily when it is getting charged. And now, the final weapon in the game, King Cerberus, which is the Bruce Lee nunchucks thing. This weapon is basically 3 weapons in one. It's freaking insane. So, King Cerberus, you have normal combo, 5-hit combo. There you go, 5 hits. It is the same combo as the Cerberus weapon in DMC3. Its second combo is also the same as in DMC3. You have hit, hit, delay, and there you go. So 1, 2, delay, and you do the spin. Stinger input, lock on forward triangle, revolver. You triangle in the air is a smack. Lock on back triangle, ice explosion launcher. And then lock on back forward triangle is that. That is a shield that will repel damage. That is ice mode, which is just regular triangle hits. Next, we're going to cover fire mode, which is circle, the style button. So you have two normal combos. You have a 3-hit combo. There you go. Circle, circle, circle. And it's now fire instead of ice. And then you have the delay combo. So you circle, delay, and it's multi-hits. There you go. Now, lock on forward and circle, pole vault kick, and back is that. So, ice mode, press triangle. Fire mode, press circle. There's one more mode with this weapon, and it's lightning mode. And in order to unlock lightning mode, you have to hold down the button. So if you hold down triangle, you see now it's flashing. If you just let go, do a zap. So hold, zap. And that works in the air. So jump, zap them in the air. Hold and back releases projectiles like Nevin, which is an electric boss from DMC3. So hold triangle, and then you can jump. Oh, hold it. Jump and go back. Oh, right. I forgot. I'm sorry. Circle in the air. Pole dance. Zaps in the air. You can also do revolver in the air. So you got from the ground and in the air. Well, we can have him wearing the cowboy hat. There you go. So, you have hold your triangle, big zap. Triangle back, projectile zap. Triangle forward, long revolver. And now you do the same thing. Hold circle. And it's a AoE around yourself. Like that. Circle in the air. He does it in the air. Hold down circle, lock on, and back. Big lightning AoE. Someday, yeah. And the final move is called Kingslayer. Hold down circle till you spark, lock on, hit forward, and let go. Kingslayer. And that brings us to Devil Sword Dante. Take the hat off. This is the strongest sword he's ever had. It has all of his other moves from his other swords built in. Even the old Swordmaster moves are just built in, and his Swordmaster stuff is something entirely different. So, you have normal combo, 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. You have delay number 1. 1, pause. There you go. There's combo number 2. Combo number 3 is 1, 2, delay, prop, and shredder. Those last 2 helicopter spins used to be part of Swordmaster. They are no longer anymore. You have aerial combo, which also used to be part of Swordmaster and is no longer. Now you have back and triangle in the air, gets him to slam down. You have back and triangle on the ground is the launcher, like so. You have stinger, charging stab, and you can do million stabs, like by... You do your stinger, you let go of the joystick, and you hold triangle. There you go. The last move, the last triangle-based move, is drive. Lock on, back forward, drive. There's one more upgrade for drive I don't have, which adds 2 swings at the end. So it'll be drive and then swing, swing past that. So now we go to Swordmaster. Swordmaster moves for Devil Sword Dante are summon swords, like Virgil, but his swing. So regular circle is the swing, forward circle, stinger with summon swords, back and circle, launcher with summon swords, hold down circle, round trip. You can do them at the same time. Like that, it works in the air. Oh yeah. We're not done yet. Because the last move of Dante's arsenal, his ultimate sword move, is Dance Macabre, which is a huge combo. So it's lock on, back forward, and circle. You just mash circle, and you get this. Dance Macabre. So. But guess what? That's not all. There's something else Dante has with this weapon called Swords Formation. If you hold down triangle, you will use 2 pips of Devil Trigger to conjure summon swords. that mirror your attacks. Now, that's not all that they do. Look, if you switch weapons, they stay out. And now they jab. Along with Balrog's jabs. You get Summon Sword jabs. With Cavalier, you get... They will do round trips for you. So that's... But guess what? Guess what? We're still not done with sword formation. Because swords formation also changes based on your style. So Swordmaster, extra attacks, right? Swordmaster does extra attacks. What happens if we switch to Trickster? Infinite dashes. Two dashes in the air. Those swords do have hitboxes. So, what happens in Gunslinger? Oh, they just automatically shoot at enemies that are nearby. But what about Royal Guard? I'm gonna have to turn it on. In Royal Guard, these swords automatically block for you. Hold on. It is. So there you go. Get out of here, Riot. So the last thing to try before we call the stream for the evening, because that's the sword. Ouch. Okay. Alright, that's enough. That is all of Dante's moveset. All that's left is to show you guys Sin Devil Trigger. So, in Sin Devil Trigger, you have 3-hit combo, huge damage. Circle is a teleport. With that actually has infinite range. What about your gun button? Your gun button is fireballs. Oops. Next up, you have lock on and forward, stinger, which you can hold forever. Next up is lock on and back, which is a big fuck off explosion. Let me make sure I only have... Yeah, don't have that. Did that. Air raid. Okay, yeah. Okay. One more move. Well, two, I guess, technically. You have air raid. So jump. And now you can fly. And the last move is triangle and R1, which slows down time and does that. I'll show you Judgment. That one's called Judgment. I'll show you that one more time. You trigger Judgment by doing triangle and R1, so melee and shoot. It uses up your entire bar and does a shitzillion damage. And yeah, kind of. Basically, yes. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Dante's moveset. Do you understand now why I say that he is the strongest action game character that ever was? His skill ceiling, which I will never reach, is essentially infinite. There are so many things you can do, and it's freaking insane. So, now, and here we've unlocked Bloody Palace, hooray, because we beat the game. So, that's going to do it for this evening. That actually took longer than I thought to show you everybody's moves. Dante has so many fucking moves. Okay, but it's awesome. It's daunting, but it's awesome. So, now I'm going to put it to a vote. For tomorrow's stream, would you rather me play more DMC5, do some Bloody Palace runs with each character, try and see how far we can get, or would you rather start the new game, which is Odin Sphere Leifthasha? I'm open for either. If there's one you would rather see, if you'd rather see more Nero Dante V, I'm down with that. Just let me know. Or the other option is jumping into... I'm going to go ahead and switch to the end screen here. We can we can go back to Odin Sphere, and I'll actually be starting Oswald's campaign, or Oswald's storyline tomorrow. So, let me go ahead and got all that set up. Odin Sphere. Okay. Seriously, I'm down for either. I don't know how Bloody Palace is really hard. Bloody Palace is really hard. And I am not going to be good at it. And I'll probably just, I don't know how far I'll get. But there's not really any story. I know I'm not going to beat it. So, I mean, it's like 100 or 101 levels. Fights, one after another. So, I mean, I just don't know if that's really worth. Reschedule tomorrow, so I feel okay. So, you know what? I think we're going to jump to Odin Sphere. So let me go to this and change it up to there. There you go. The decision, I think, is made. Oh, yeah, she is, dude. Totally. So, okay then. It is decided. Tomorrow, we will be moving back to Odin Sphere Leithrasse into Oswald's campaign, which is the 4th out of 5. And we have officially completed another game on stream. So, thank you guys for joining me this evening. Thank you to Demon Souls 24, who is no longer here with us. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. This will be going up on YouTube probably tomorrow. I think I'm going to leave it private so I can put timestamps in for like when I actually finish. And then each character's showcase moves session. And I will see, hopefully, some of you guys tomorrow. If not, it's all good. We'll be playing Odin Sphere for a while, so there's going to be plenty of time to catch it. And you guys have a wonderful evening. And I'll catch y'all in the next stream. Let's play the outro music, man. Oh yeah, DMC5 is super great. I'll definitely be coming back to it. Maybe some furlough streams during the day. I'll do some Bloody Palace runs on DMC5 or something. So we'll get it figured out. And eventually we are going to circle back. It'll be a while, but we're going to circle back and we're going to play through the entirety of the Devil May Cry series. All 5 games, 5 mainline series games, and the reboot. So look forward to that in the distant future. But anyway, I will catch you all on the next one. Thanks very much for hanging out.